Good evening everyone and welcome to FPRL Tier 2 race. It's round 8, round Hungary, Budapest. I'm your host for tonight, Collateral Ads, alongside
Major 99.
Skinny Owl. So, 16 drivers on the grid for tonight. I have 2 newbies on the track today, who are Max Skywalker, McLaren, PC player, and then we've got Noble Grub in the Ferrari and the PS5 or PS5. So let's see how they fare against the regular FPRL drivers. So with the championship hotting up and not many rounds left to go, we've got Crosby who's chasing down Wizards at the top of the championship. It's only separated by about 4 or 5 points now. Double check that for me, Al.
Just going to do that now.
Getting very, very close at the top. These two are pulling away at the top of the championship. So can Crosby make it to can he make it 3 out of 3 for the round 6 or round 7? And he got pole at both races, so let's see if he can make it 3 out of 3. Early outgoings, so I wonder if it's due to rain. Oh no, it's not going to be due to rain, is it? Sorry. This is our sprint race, so it is our second sprint race of the season. So you do have 10 minutes of sprint qualifying. So you'll see a lot of drivers go out first on the medium tyres, and if they want to, at the end, set there on the soft tyres. And then you then go to a sprint race, who's new to F1. Sprint race around here. And then it's basically full throttle, 15 laps, is it? 10, 15 laps, Alan? How long is it? Right there?
12, I believe. I can't remember.
Okay, 12 laps. No fuel to worry about, no pit stops to worry about. It's pure fighting. Then you go into another quali session. That'll be a 20-minute session. That's going to be for the main race, but you do pick up points all the way to, from P1 to P8 in the sprint race, so there is more points on the board for this weekend. But our Gummers is one of the first round.
Joining us from not racing all season.
Yep, so he's come back. And he had reasonable cause to have a little bit of a break, so it's nice to see him come back. It's coming around to the last set of corners now. A little bit slidey there. Opens up the throttle, DRS straight to the line at 1:17.2. That's the banker. I expect him to get faster and faster while the laps goes. It goes Biddle at 1:16.9. First drive into the 16s, of course. And then
Wizard coming around the corner.
We've got Wizard coming around the corner, championship leader. What can he put down for his first 15.9? So he's got a second gap. Then you've got Bredd's Coolcone over the line now, and it's put him at P3. And a decent showing at last. And our new burst has just gone P4. And let's see how Crosby fares. Coming round the last corner now, using all the remaining bits of his battery. DRS wide open, P4, so 16.4. Top 4 separated by half a second. So Crosby tends to be a little bit more heavy on fuel compared to the others. He normally likes to go for a lap, have a slow down, and then go for a second flying lap. Got McKelly, he's in P10 in the Mercedes, just coming around the last corner now, nice and tidy for the last corner, using a lot more curb than anyone else on the left hand side. Puts in P8, his piece is P10. You've got the silver side board now coming into the lap owl, so if you want to take everyone round with Gary.
Yeah, hopefully the kick-saver in front's not on the lap. He's not, which is Monkey, it's been validated, so it should go very nicely. Doesn't get too much curb on the exit for that. Can he keep it on track? Missing that inside curb, because if you get it wrong, you're in. I found that out. Coming up to the chicane here. Gets a bit too much on the exit, but gets away with it nicely. Coming down to the end of sector 2, a nice left-hander, ends up 54.9. And then coming up to the 2 little hairpins before start finish line. Is that wide? In the first one doesn't go anywhere too close to the curb. Don't go too close to the pit lane area in this one as we leave a wing up to the line. Let's see where he gets it.
P8, but it seemed like he forgot to use his battery. He still had 60% before the last corner, so you might actually see him go around another lap in a minute. But it's a weird by go, not using all his battery up, so it's P8 for him. While we was on board with him, we have got Crosby who's going around again. He's nearly a 10th up in his time. So on worn medium tyres now. Let's see how he fares going through the last section. Matt Skywalker 15.5. We've got a new pace sitter now. Crosby's nearly 3 tenths up, so it's going to put him around P3 if he continues this going. We've got a Williams in front that needs to get out here. Where Williams RB. He's going to come around the last set of corners now. Lovely green helmet of his, Irish colours of green and orange. Coming across the line, it's going to be about 4 tenths quicker, and it was 16, basically 16 flat. But we do have a new pole sitter of a Max Skywalker. It's a 15.5, so it's a 4 tenths difference to Wizard. And Grounds, he's put himself up to P3 with 15.9. He's just set, so he's another driver into 15. So at the minute, Max Skywalker does look like that he has put the benchmark down. He is on the medium tyres, so we should see people start that wanted to start coming out on the soft. So around here, Al, setup wise, you're going to want to try and have as much downforce as you can. Maybe 50 at 46 for front and the rear, just give you a little bit of straight line down the first sector, because obviously the first sector's near enough flat out apart from 2 little corners.
Yeah, it's worth. I ran 50-50 and struggled with pace on the straights. Yeah, like you said, back end down slightly, or like you said, and it should hopefully give you more speed. Going on to the championship, Crosby has got the gap down to 4 now, so Wizards 115, Crosby's 111.
Yeah, so all cross, like we speak to him last week in the interviews, going forward, obviously not many races left. He's got to get a big buffer to the people behind of it. Snubber, Brett is cool. His main aim is to try and beat Wizard. Obviously get the win. Obviously still go for the win, but in the back of his head, he's just got to try and keep getting them little points out of Wizard. So he is only just over a 10th behind, and Cross tends to leave it quite late to put in a good old lap. Yeah, that's the end of this first part of qualifying. Do have Brett is called the first driver out in the soft tyres, coming into the last sector now.
Gary
should see him towards the top of the standings. He's 6 tenths up, so this is going to put him around. He went slightly wide there. He had to go a lot slower on exit. Stopping himself going over that curve, because this is a track where you can pick up a lot of warnings and invalidations around here, so I would expect the penalty situation to be quite high. I hope not, but always away. And Brett not a very good time there by Brendan's call. But yes, Alan, Gary, what?
Gary's put in the Twitch chat. He has for Sihi Max what's going on, because he's trying to be funny in the Twitch chat.
What?
Gary's trying to be funny in the Twitch chat.
He ain't got the force, otherwise he'll be doing a 15 flat. Right, so everyone else is coming out for their last run now. We've got Cross, Noah, Biddle, Remaster, Silverside Boy. So let's have a look. You've got Remaster now starting his flying lap, his last lap. He had a really bad qualifying last week. He got himself in a really good position, then it just went bad for worse for him down in Spain, in Catalonia. They broke front wing, got in the mix of different accidents throughout the Grand Prix. I think he's still come across the line with some points, but he needs to have an absolute blinder to keep his championship alive this weekend. He does really need to win this race, and and Wizard and Cross to have a proper poo-poo one. So he's come through the first sector now. He is 4 temps up on his lap. Purple first sector, as you would expect on the soft tyres. Coming around to the difficult sector 2 now. You want to try and just clip the inside curb. You don't want to take too much of that sausage curb that will slow you down. Lovely part of the circuit. This is quite free flowing and pretty much spot on there by Roo. You want to try and not lift here, but drop a gear instead. Exactly what he did. He's 6.5 temps up, brake late. For the right hander goes slightly wide again. On the curve like you should do anyway, but it was a little wider than what you would have expected. You naturally would go wide in this corner here, and then we'll try and tuck in as close as you can, and then get your car on the left hand side curve. DRS 104 to the line. Appointment 16.1. So a lot of drivers are struggling to even beat their medium tyre runs.
Yeah.
Well, they are, but not as much as I thought. You've got Kroski attempt up on his lap so far after sector 1. He's got a little bit of traffic in front. Hopefully that won't affect him in the middle sector. He's a harsh drive. Oh, goes very, very wide there. Hopefully that hasn't affected him too much. He's only one. So he's
P2.
Yeah, he is only a tenth and a half up. Skywalker's decided not to go out. He's saved a set of soft tyres. It's going to have to be a very, very good last sector here from Cross. Coming around the last corner now, went very, very wide, so he did lose a little bit of time there, so he hasn't gained as much in the second sector as he can. Biddle goes P5.5 at Cross Creek. Brilliant last sector, like I said, 15.7, so he's only 2 temps off, so that's much better for him. The championship chasing person, it's Noah's P2. Here comes Wizard. Wizard's on an absolute blind day. He's 4.5 temps up. Let's see what he can do. He's nearly running out of battery, but overtake button has been pressed. DRS wide open, comes across the line, and he does go P2 at 15.2. And that is an absolutely stonker of a lap by a Wizard in the Williams. P1, his championship rival is down in P3, a good old half a second behind. So Cross is going to want to try and sort that out in the next quali session. We've got Groundsy's up on his time. He is down now, still moved up into P10. Silverside Boy comes across the line, and he's done shite, and he has started 11. P11 for Gary, 16.6, but out between, I would say, between P9 all the way down to P13. Looking pretty tight, only separated by 2 temps, and around here there's not a lot of time to gain. But you just need really, really good high confidence around here and quite a smooth driving style to, because obviously of a lot of corners and bumps. If you haven't got that, you are naturally going to lose time.
Yeah, I found out on Monday, if you're not, like you said, good on the steering and coming out of corners, you will lose a lot of time, especially if you hit the curbs out of the into the second sector where you got that nasty curb on the right hand side. If you catch it wrong, you spin.
Yeah, it's a lot of high curbs around here, so you do have Max Skywalker and Groundsy decided not to go on a soft tyre run. And I think Groundsy did, but he didn't have a good one, but their fast time was on the medium tyres. So there you go, you got Wizard, Max Skywalker, a newbie for this week, brilliant time by him, and a Kroski in P3. So only been 3 temps off on the medium tyres, looking well for Max. Hopefully his race pace is as good. Noah's P4, Groundsy P5, Biddle 6, Rumas P7, and Noble Grub, another newbie, in P8. Bread is cool and still make up the top 10. So around here also, Alan, it's very hard to pass, so you probably see a lot of people using quite a lot of battery up. And I know around here the DRS is, you do get quite a lot of DRS trains, so you're not going to want to lose that, otherwise you are going to be losing about half a second a lap, I would say, with the big 2 straights. So you might see a bit of a stagnant sprint race here. You might have to see people risk it a little bit more. People like Cross, obviously he's in front of Wizard. No, he's not, sorry. He's behind Wizard now, sorry. So you're going to want to try and see, hopefully, Max take Wizard to the fight into the first corner. cross pounce on any problems there. But he may need to take. This is a good opportunity. I think this is our only last sprint race of the season, so this is a good opportunity to gain them extra points on Wizard.
Yeah, he's just got to keep it steady on cross, try and not just basically stand the back of him, just don't make any silly mistakes and just concentrate on keeping up with him and see if Wizard makes any mistakes, which he probably will do, having a new driver right behind him, showing him he's got pace.
Yeah, no, hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully Max has really, really good race pace and is generally a fair driver. Obviously you can race other people, you just got to make sure that you're giving people enough room. You can be harsh, but not too harsh. Just because he's in the championship fight doesn't mean you can't fight the person. Go for it, show us what you can do. But I'd expect, going by that, you probably got Max, who is probably our fastest driver. He's going to be our fastest driver after qualifying, as he did do his medium tyre run in sprint only, and then obviously everyone gained around 7 tenths. He only was about 3 tenths behind, so it would put him about half a second in front of everyone. Again, it's not good for everyone else being that far behind, but for the people who's chasing the championship, it is good, because people like Crossgrid want to try and get as many people in front of Wizard as possible, just to try and deviate the situation a little bit more. But Cross has got a good opportunity. P3 and P4 have got a good opportunity going into turn 1. Obviously, it's a little bit of a way down the hill into turn 1, and you've got the 2 old straights. So as long as you get a good start around here, there is good possibilities. The natural line on exit is around the outside, so you might see a lot of people try and make moves around the outside. Just hopefully not any harsh dives and overtakes, and hopefully it's quite clean.
Yeah, first corner's crucial, and got lights.
We're way out. Got 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are away. Wizard gets a very, very good start, but Max is on his tail, and the flag Cross has had a good start also, covering off the RB on the inside of his Noah. It's Noah does go for a little dive on the inside, with contact at the back, but we've got Max up in P2, giving Wizard the fight for the first place here. Wizard is on the inside, we've got a yellow flag, and Max overtakes a Wizard for P1. And I'm not too sure. I think it still has gone round at the back, so he's come a cropper somewhere. Got Rue fighting the gentleman of Noble Grub. It was up to 6. So far, so good. Since our boy's made himself up into P10. Let's have a look at the tyre situation. Let's have a look to see if anyone went soft. No, Groundy went hard and Kenny went hard. So the boys going to want to try and get past McKelly as soon as possible. It'd be nice to see what the hard difference is towards the end. Wizard still on the back of. Not too sure what Still's doing here. He's cutting all the and you've got Max and Wizard coming around the top. And he's going on the inside to defend. Of course, he's trying to get the slipstream, and that Noble Grub has gone out.
Yep.
So can you try and invite him in? He has, I think he is on PC.
I did send him an EA.
Coming into the tyre, which he has. Wizard's still P2 because he's P3. Wizard's got only half his battery left. With Max up front with 80%, crossing behind with 80%. He's now under a lot of pressure from hits Noah behind. Granzy P5 being hounded here by Biddle down in P6. Brilliant drive obviously by Biddle last weekend. I believe he got a P4, I think. P3, one of the two, I can't remember, but he had a brilliant race outside, near enough outside the point. At one point, Brewmaster P7, so he's gone up a couple of places. Silverside P9, Argummers picks up the first penalty. We've got spin, some Argummers touching that inside curve. Monkey Boy has moved up to P11, but Notable Grub is obviously getting in the way of everyone. It is his AI. So
They
let's see.
didn't add me, so I've just sent them a message.
So with DRS now wide open, Wizard all on the back of Max. See, Max decides to go the outside line, which is the preferred line. It's a lot more grip on the outside than the inside, and no way through for Wizard. Wizard used up quite a lot of battery again, only half a battery left. Moving down the back, Fred's thoughts past and Noble grew up. And the Silsar boy's up into P7, so he's managed to get in front of Michele on the hard. Oh, Remaster's lost it on exit. So one of our championship chasing people has spun it at the top of the hill, didn't even touch the curb, just a little bit too much power. And he ended up spinning around, lucky enough to avoid the wall, but now down in P14, it's now again hounding Cross, only 4 cents behind. Again, it's very difficult here. This looks like where Cross is quite strong here in the qualifying around the last sector. It's losing a little bit of touch to the guys up in front, but he's still in DRS. It's now with 90% battery, and this Wizard's going for the moon. Wizard is using quite a lot of battery here, it's only 46%. Yeah, turned his battery off, so it's going to allow Cross to go slipstream. Slightly slided there by Wizard. Oh, Cross touches the inside curb. Is that going to allow Noah to come up the inside? No. So Cross is going to have to do a little bit more battery pushing this last sector to try and keep it. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost. Cross has lost it. Oh, keep out of the wall. He's kept out of the wall. That is a very, very good control there by Cross. Down in P9, he's not going to be happy with that. Just that little slide in turn 3L that warmed his rear tyres, and it made him his rear tyres pull down enough and just lost it on the rear.
Yeah, so you need to be careful.
And Max has had a problem now. He's down in P4. Not too sure what happened there. He must have lost it also that lap.
Yeah, I think he did. I don't know what happened.
So up in front, Wizard, championship leader, pulling away. 2.3 seconds to It's Noah. It's Noah is now going to come under pressure from Groundsy. Full battery at DRS. Groundsy goes around the outside of It's Noah. Got the hard tyres on. DRS tyres start coming into play now, a little bit better than the mediums. There we go. Oh, Noah's still sitting there, but he gets pushed around the outside. Max is on the outside of It's Noah going to the top of the hill. Is Max going to go for a move on the inside? No, he decides to leave it out. Biddle is P5. Silside chasing Biddle down 1.1 seconds in P6. Crossbury now is chasing down Lexus and Michele try and get some extra points and not lose too much out to Wizard. Wizard will only pick up 8. So not much damage done in the championship wise, but you just want to try and get as much points as he can. Noble Grub is now back. He's not that far behind our Gummers. But the grid's pretty much all together, apart from obviously that little gap between Cross and Bunker.
Yeah, it's looking very interesting. Radicals have said in Twitch chat, Max lost it on chicane. So it's easily done. Like you said, catch that inside curb, you will lose it.
Yeah, Groundsy fast lap, so them hard tyres are now coming into play. 1.8 seconds, so he has taken 3 tenths out of Wizard. So Groundsy nearly loses the rear there. Jumping on the exit, lost about 3 tenths there. Oh, Max and It's Noah have come together. It looks like It's Noah came across It's Noah. And It's Noah is got no front wing end play out. When did he use that?
Could have been when he had contact with Groundsy.
Well?
Yeah.
Must have missed out. Groundsy passed it pretty
5.
easily.
No.
Okay. Groundsy's probably tried breaking and hit the back of the Biddle's off in the background, slightly wide, got through the chicane, going to have to turn, the tire's going to allow someone now to get into the DRS. We still have Crossby stuck behind Lexus Moxie Cross, and to be fair, Cross can still. He's got 6 laps left. He is only about 3 seconds behind Max, so he can still come on and get a P4 here. A lot of people in front of him have used quite a significant amount of battery compared to him. Let's go on board with Biddle, Max, sorry. Max is going to go for the move on It's Noah. That's what's going to happen this lap. It's Noah goes very defensive, all on the dirt. Oh, Max takes him out. Max is going to go down the inside. Oh, he touches the rear of It's Noah, and now that does drop up, but It's Noah did go slightly wide on exit. So I wouldn't blame him for that. Silverstone Boy now under pressure from Michele. Michele on top of the hill, he's on the hard tyres. They are coming into play. Alan Grant the only second behind. There's all to play for, and crosses into P8.
Yep, Cross is just finding his time now, trying to get these mediums up. Well, trying to keep them steady so he can get past Michaela and stop Wizard getting more points on him in championship.
Yeah, Biddle still hanging around P5, 7 tenths gap to him, and It's Noah. It's Noah does have front wing end plate, so he will. Michele goes for a move on the inside of Silverstone Boy. Silverstone Boy does pass off track. That's very naughty of him. And Silverstone Boy is now under pressure. Michele's on the inside. Silverstone Boy is still going to hang it around the outside. Careful here, both of the boys. Michele passed him for P6. The Silverstone Boy going to take a lunge into the first corner. No, he decides not to. It's going to allow Cross to come onto the back. And we've got a fight down here, P10. Monkey Boy, Reese's Beans are retired in the pits. Monkey Boy and Brennan Scholes lost it. He's in the wall. He opened up the power too much, opened DRS, and oh no, that was a bit unfair. Bob, Remaster's in the wall. Oh dear. What happened was there, Alan, was that he ghosted and then came alive, and he got stuck on the curb on the right hand side. So Max Skywalker, sorry, is P3, has got a 3 second penalty, but it's Noah who's 2.5, 2.6 behind. Just in for a chance for a P3 here, grounded though, only 4 tenths behind.
But Crosby's managed to catch up to Silverstone Boy.
Yeah, the problem is now he's in a DRS chain, but Silverstone Boy has only got 40% back on it, whereas Cross has nearly 80%. So you can see Michele's all on the back of Biddle. He's driving on the move at the minute. He's got a lot more battery, a lot more straight line speed than Biddle. And here goes Michele in the Cross is going on the inside, and a lovely move line. Cross, Silverstone Boy to the outside. Cross to the inside. Silverstone Boy fighting him going into turn 3. Try to cut back at the top of the hill. No, another lap. Cross behind. Silverstone Boy. Silverstone Boy getting his arms out on the championship contender. Kelly's still stuck behind Biddle, but he's just got that gap to his now to a second. Max Skywalker now is catching Wizard with Groundsy now up into P1. He has now passed Wizard. He is 7 tenths in front, and Max Skywalker is now catching Wizard. So Wizard is slowly. I wonder if he's shagged his tyres out because he's losing time to Groundsy because he's the harder tyres. But Max Skywalker is now catching him up. Got him up 4 tenths his lap.
Yeah. Mediums sometimes don't last for 12 laps depending if you're fighting hard, so Groundsy could have played a blinder here and gone to the hards knowing he could do 12 laps on the hards, but will impact him in the main race.
Yeah, so we have 2 laps left. Also someone loses the rear end there. 30% battery left, and he loses it. Cross is still behind Silverstone Boy. Michele's now still all over the back of Biddle, and Biddle's doing very good defensive work here. Is Michele going to have a chance at the top of the hill? He's going to go for it. Oh, that decides not to. British Gore picks up a 3-second warning. This is now a second behind, 1.1. So let's see, Max has got 2 laps to pick 1.5 seconds up, which he is. Slowly catching him back up after his little spin at the chicane. What to say now, a bit of stalemate, not many overtakings so far because everyone's in the DRS train. So
Yeah.
I wonder if you're going to see people maybe change their setups for qualifying just to make it a little bit easier for themselves to... oh, we've got Ferrari in the background, he's off, crosses in the wall. Yeah. So bad to worse cross. He's lost the rear end again, so it's either he's got too much gap between the front and the rear, and he keeps losing the rear end, or it could be tyre pressures, or it could be the fact that it is just so bored.
He's in the pit.
He's in the pits, he's going to retire. And it wouldn't surprise me, to be fair, he's P10, so move here, Biddle will move past by McKelly into turn 1, and now Kelly is all over the back of it. Noah's doing very well out, to be fair. He's got half a wing missing. He's getting these drivers behind, but the man on the move is Max Skywalker. He is nearly within a second. He literally has one lap to do so. Oh, and Wizard goes very deep there. He's lost the number 2 just with the chicane part. Does look like tyres are going off out.
Yeah. Oh, Gary. That's good. Yeah, I think his tyres are starting to wear. He's hemorrhaging back from Blizzard. He's only got 10% left.
So this is Max's one and only chance. Otherwise, he's going to have to go for a move somewhere throughout the track. He's only 7 tenths behind. Blizzard's using back to the last corner. He'll naturally slow him down, but he is saving battery up top. He's out of battery. Here's Max going to go for the move into turn 1. He's got... Can he get it break? Oh, he goes into Wizard and he pushes Wizard wide. They'll come together, but Max is taking P2. What a move for Max. P2, McLaren on Ubi. Well done. P3 goes Wizard. Kelly's P4 is now finally overtaken. It's Noah kind of. Noah is sticking it around the outside. Oh, it's Noah. And McKelly comes together. McKelly tries to stop him off, but McKelly's off. Oh, Kelly loses out. Is Biddle going to have time to the hill? No. So at the moment, Hillside Boy is going to drop down into P8. Monkey's P9 at the moment, and Brett is forced to pick up a 3 second, but he does really need to retire. He's using a pair of soft tyres up for 1 lap only.
Because he's not in control of his car.
I know, and he's going to be fuming with that. But Groundsy's coming around the last set of corners now. Brilliantly done for Groundsy. Coming around the last corner now, and he comes across the line to win the sprint part of Hungarian Grand Prix. Brilliant drive with him. Max, brilliant drive in P2. Wizard P3. Oh no, Max had a penalty, so he didn't get that gap, so that promotes Wizard P2. It's now P4. Biddle goes P5, I'll be happy with that. P6 is Lexus, 11 is McKelly, P8 is Silverside Boy, P9 is Monkey Boy, P10 is P9 is Notable Grub, P10 is Monkey Boy. Our Gummers comes across line in P11. Reddy's Cool is going to come across line in P12, and Remaster unfortunately still going around with a front wing, which I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure if that's against the rules or not, but that is down to Stewart's or anything to look at. And he's spinning. And he's cutting the grass. And he's off. And he's off. Unfortunately, our P2 driver in Championship Cross P14 DNF retired in the pit due to 2 spins was running a comfortable P3, so he's going to be hoping for much better qualifying and race. He has only lost out. Come on, is it 6 points for 2 out? Or is it 7?
I can't remember. can't remember.
I think it's 7. So he has only lost out 7, so he's about 11 points behind in the championship. So again, if he can win it, he'll catch all that back up.
It's 7 points.
It's 7, so he's 11 points behind. So if just say Cross wins it and Wizard finishes P2, he'll still stay 4 points behind. So got to have a much better second part of this Grand Prix weekend for the Scuderia Ferrari driver. So there you go, our debutant Max Skywalker, one of our drivers of the sprint, P3 for the McLaren. Reasonably good job by him with a second to last lap move for P2, but unfortunately did have a penalty. So this could be interesting now. Let's see if anyone changes their setups, see what ways they go.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Especially, I reckon Kroski would slightly change his setup, knowing what he did in the sprint race. So it's going to be interesting.
Yep, nice and sunny Hungary once again.
But I'm just making a note of my driver of the day for the sprint, because you do both, if I'm correct in saying. So I just made a note of that. Ready for the end.
I'm going to do what I did last week, Al. You get to pick 3 that I've picked. So you have Groundsy.
Yep.
McKelly.
Yep.
And Max.
Well, mine's all. Yep.
Right, them down.
Ridley is the second car to go out, and Reese's Pieces is the first car. So we've got 17 minutes in qualifying to see what these drivers can do.
Yeah, I'll be 2 seconds, Al. Just going for a tinkle.
We've got Reese's Pieces and Bidley starting on a set of mediums in the first qualifying. So quite a few drivers starting on the mediums. Max Skywalker out of a set of softs. It's Noah out of a set of softs. Our Gummer's going out on a set of mediums. So and Monkey's going to set medium. So I think they're trying to do a medium one first. Monkey will probably do 2 flying laps like he normally does, and then come back in and one final dash on the mediums. So as we got Reese's Pieces starting his lap, going down along DRS straight into turn 1, going wide on the entry to turn 1, doesn't affect him too much. Coming up to the second sector now, up the hill. Let's see what he can do. Gets that curb glass, he doesn't hit it. Misses the inside curb going up the hill, which is a bonus. Into the little chicane, hopefully don't catch it. If you don't, goes a little bit wide on exit, but doesn't cause him too much chaos. Now onto the tricky third sector. Catches the curb slightly on entry. Goes for a little slight, shouldn't affect him too much. And then coming up to the final 2 hairpins before the mad dash to the finish line. Still got quite a bit of battery left, still got about 40% battery left. Puts it straight on, goes 117.2. Who's next to set a lap? Our gummers, stop taking out the marker boards. That won't do Monkey Boy any favours. Next one to set a lap is Max Skywalker coming round the last corner now. Let's see what his pace is like. 16.2.
Right, I am back.
Full
So,
second in front.
So, yeah, 16.2 Max, and you do have Silver's Boy just coming across the line. P2 for him, much better for him. We've got cross screen now coming to the last set of corners now. Fastest second sector. Let's see the old boy sling around the last corner now with the battery wide, DRS wide open, using all the necessary battery that's left to go to P1, 16 flat, so a little bit slower than what he'd done in a Q in the sprint quali, but good banking lap there by him. McKenny goes P4, Monkey Boy goes P5 in front of Reese's Pieces. Wizard still in the pits, Fiddle's in the pits, and Yates Noah goes P2. That's good for him. Brady's calls P10. Setting his lights now, taking a lot of curb in that Aston Martin's throwing the grass a little bit. Still's coming around the chicane now, slinging it right around there. Oh, takes a lot of curb, gets a little bit wide, coming into the end of sector 2 now. Let's see what all goes off very slightly. That's a lift off, so it doesn't validate his lap. Come around the last corners. 54.7, so not too bad. Middle sector for him. A little bit of traffic in front of the Alpine of our Gummers, but our Gummers is on a lap, so he's not entitled to get out of the way. We're going to get a bit of tumbling there here. We're going to get a little bit of a slipstream going to the line. DRS up wide open. Comes to the line, P4 for Still. Better for him this time around. Our Gummers does go P11. We're now just waiting. Breda's call goes P5 in the Aston Martin. We're just waiting for the big guns to come up out of Groundsy and Wizard, who are now on a lap. Hopefully we'll see Rue in the Mercedes have a much better qualifying this time around. So do you think many drivers would have changed their setups, Al, between the sprint race and the quali? We do have a very laggy Ferrari there of notable grubs, just warning to people that his car is very laggy, so if you are following him, watch out. He's very laggy.
Yeah.
You might want to give him a good old text out to say that his car is lagging about big time. And let's go on board with Groundsy coming into the end of sector 1 now. See how he fares going up the top of the hill. 27 flat, and he's invalidated. Oh dear, that was an exit, a little bit too fast for him, so his first one's been conked out. Comes Wizard now to the end of sector 1 for him. 21 flat was 27 flat for Groundsy. Let's see what he can do, and it's at 27.1, so it's about 10 slow, not the fastest, and he's invalidated also out in his first run. So two people that you'd think that would have got it perfect have invalidated both their first runs. Remaster
Yes,
now, and a Red Bull getting in the way. That would have been Groundsy, and I hope they didn't hinder him too much. 54.5 for Remaster, very decent middle sector. Let's take a look. That Ferrari is absolutely lagging everywhere behind it, like he was in the wall. Remaster coming around the last sets of corners now. Loads of battery on board. He's going to square it to the line now. And P6 for him, 16.7. A brand new set of soft tyres, but it's cool. Faster, 16.7 also. He's on the flying now on his second flying lap.
Wizard's in.
Yeah, he validated his lap out.
Yep.
Now coming around the last corner. Oh, a little twitch there mid corner. It's going to come across line P4 for Brett, so he did improve on his second lap. 16.5 cross is still out. He tried to go faster on his second lap and obviously didn't, so he's now in.
Next one on our lap.
Got Groundsy now, so out. Take everyone around with a Groundsy.
Yeah, it's going to get a nice toe from the car in front, I believe that is. Reese's Pieces, so he's coming into the second sector
Oh,
now.
he's lost it. Oh, he lost the rear end, so that's him done for this lap also, so he's going to have to come in and go round again. He lost the rear end, saw his butt in there, Albert. Take everyone round with Biddle. Oh, Biddle's spun and all. every person we go on. Biddle's lost it, touched the curb on the inside, lost the rear end.
He's not the only one that's caught that. Who did it? Who did it on Reese's Pieces? Reese's Pieces did it on his first lap. He caught the inside curb and slightly got the back end out and managed to keep going.
At least Biddle kept it out of the wall, which is very hard to keep it out of the wall there. So he's going to go for a banker lap. It's not going to be his fastest because he's nearly out of battery. So we'll wait for him for his second lap run. Reese's Pieces goes up to P5 on his second, or his first fly lap with his new sets of tyres. Monkey Boy goes up into P7 on his first fly lap, so reasonably good there by Monkey Boy. Beats Brewmaster and Suicide Boy. He's got 2 tenths gap, so he'll be happy with that. He is only 2 tenths off the 4th place at the present moment, so he'll be reasonably happy with that also. Kelly's coming around the last corner now. He's 4.5 tenths up, so he's going to put him towards the front, which it does. 16.4, still 4 tenths off for pole position, so at the moment it's going well for Cross Street with his championship leader down in P15. What he wants is another poo-poo lap for Wizard. He would love for Wizard to start at the back, but let's see if he takes this lap very conservative just to get a lap on board. But yeah, I'll take us away with Wizard.
Yeah, he's just coming up to the final corner for his lap. I don't know how long we've got left, 7.5 minutes, so yeah, he's still got enough time to do a lap, possibly come in. 7 minutes left, yeah, he's got enough time to do another lap, so hopefully this one will be good enough for him. Won't know what his sector time is, because he's not set a timing yet. Coming out of that corner, doesn't go too wide on the exit, up the hill, got driver in front, which is I believe the Red Bull of Groundsy, so it should get away nicely. Coming up the hill towards the chicane, hopefully doesn't get the chicane, misses it completely so it doesn't end up spinning. Let's see if he can get this corner right, unlike a few other drivers tonight. Gets that nicely. Red Bull does move away nicely for him. Coming up to the double hairpin. Hasn't got a lot of battery left, it's only got 14% battery left, which is very unusual from Wizard. Normally try and keep it for the end. It's going to suffer, but doesn't suffer too much. P1 15.9.
Yeah, 15.9 by Wizard. Very strange, but he did have an overtaking through that last corner. I would have expected to slow him down, but he didn't. He had a very fast end of the lap. Drove purple in sector 1 or 2, so we're just waiting for our next group of cars to go. Alexis does put himself in P11. Silverside Boys down in P12, so he's going to want to improve on that. Got both the kick salvers together in P8 and P9. Groundsy obviously waiting for Groundsy to put in the time. Our Gummers is going around and putting himself up into P14. I'm not too sure if he's on the fly. It does look like it, but he's got his
Life 10 battery off.
He's pressing overtake at the same time. So I think yeah, it's coming in. So 17.2 for him. Obviously we're still waiting for his lap in, so he can get in the mix. We know he can. No douche tonight. So no coming from the back having a good result.
No J either.
So Wizard has done the job so far. He's 15.9. Still a little bit slower than the times they were doing in the sprint quali. So we expect a little bit faster.
Yeah.
I've got some movement now, Al. We've got Brewmaster, we've got Groundsy coming out. We've got Bread is called Biddle. So, that time of the night again. Who have you got for your top three? I'm going to pick, in no particular order, I'm going to have it's Noah, Crossgree and Wizard.
I'm more Wizard, Crossgreen, possibly Matt Skywalker, as we saw it in the sprint race.
Right, let's see who gets it right. You got it right last week.
Don't know how. Who's going to be on their first lap? Probably going to be Brewmaster. Brewmaster is setting his final lap, currently in P10. See what he can do, see what his first time is. Got a bit of traffic in front, but shouldn't hold him off too much. As he comes up the hill towards set mark, let's see off time. He's only just up on his lap time, so he's got some improvement to do in sector 2. Let's see what he can do in the chicane. Misses curbs completely, goes a little bit wide on exit, didn't affect him too much. Coming up to at the corner that we've seen quite a few drivers lose it at tonight. 6/10, so he's gained 6/10 on that lap, on that second sector. Purple second sector, coming down the 2 hairpins now. Still got about 20% battery, so he's kept a bit of battery for the last mad sprint. Turns it on, goes, whoa!
Right, 15.8. Brewmaster was on pole position. So that come out of nowhere. He's going to be very happy with that. A couple of people know he's now started his flying lap. Got Biddle now and Groundy's muffed up his first flying lap. Also, Biddle's now coming around the last set of corners now. What can the old boy do? TRS wide open, being deployed. He comes across like 15.8 for him. So a lot of time being improved by drivers. He's basically matched through. Suicide Boy now has come with the next person to come across the line to start his lap. Got Noble Grub, who's not going to make it, I don't think.
He's not going out again.
See what he can do in the middle sector. He's only 3/10 up, so he hasn't gained as much as other people at the present moment. Still got 30% battery. And let's have a look around the last set of corners now. Stuff on overtake. It's come around the last corner. It's going to be a 16.6. So only moves right to P10. Still goes P3 with 15.8. So 3 drivers on a 15.8. Pretty cool coming around the last set of corners now. Noah invalidated his lap. Cross is starting his lap now. Cody's coming around the last set of corners, so it'll be Bread. He's slowed down. Cody's coming around the corner. The last corner now. See what he can do with his. And here we go. P9 didn't improve. Oh, Wizard loses his rear end nearly. That's not going to help him. So let's see. He's nearly out of battery. Also, Windmaster's retired. Cross is only a little bit up. Really scruffy lap so far from Wizard, over pushing. Now let's see what he can do. There might be some surprises here up in the top. See if Wizard did lose any in sector 2 at all. He's only gained a 10th, so it's only going to put him on par. Rossi is 2.5 tenths up, so just what he needs. Hopefully he has a very good last sector. And let's have a look at Wizard. This is the main one. Come across the line, he's nearly run out of battery, which he has, but only 8% left. Got to come across the the line now. 15.6, and what's Cross going to do?
Oh!
Cross, just beat. Let's have a look at Max. Max is another person who can get in the mix. See what he can do coming into the last sets of corners now. A little bit of wobble there. He's 3.5 tenths up, so he's going to get himself around middle. He's still at the present moment.
Will he get it in? Will he get in into P3? He's got 20% battery left, so he could possibly do it. Is it he got?
Oh, P3. So Cross has done it again. It looks like he won 3 poles in a row for Cross. Can he take the win? We will see. He's got a good advantage here because it is very hard to pass. He can manage his tyres up front and manage his battery. As we well know, he's not very well on managing battery. That's for me to talk, but he tends to use a little bit more battery than anyone else. But he has got his win in one hand on that trophy.
And my predictions of the 3 drivers in top
correct.
3 was correct.
Bastard.
That's twice.
My bloke is now down P8, so he had a very disastrous last lap, so he didn't improve at all. So he obviously muffed up his second final lap. So that is your grid for the Grand Prix.
So you like me getting my predictions right? Funny. Not much between Course Green Wizard. So it's going to be a very interesting fight for this one. And then you get Max also in the mix, trying to upset the apple cart. Oh dear, we got rain.
Rain, rain, rain. So this is going to spice things up a bit.
Have you not noticed? Not one person's redeemed us a drink. They get it on a Friday night and a Monday night, but not on a Wednesday night.
Right, I'll be back 2-6 out.
It's full inters. It's inters at the moment, so Silverside Boy, if you're in a chat, what is the weather going to be like? Is it going to be drying up? Or is Radical there gonna let us know? Would be lovely to find out if it's going to be drying up midway through the race. As we have probably a 3 or 5 minute wait before we get to get go for the Hungarian Grand Prix in the wet. So I reckon some people are doing forecasting dry halfway, so let the last 5-10 laps probably. Oh, what are you doing in the chat, Mr. Piggle? Don't know. I don't know what. It's going to be fun, but hey hey. Well, you are the head steward, so you're going to have fun with that. So how is Nigel this lovely evening?
Back out.
Forecasting dry halfway through. So 5 to 10 laps probably, and Nigel's in the chat. Yeah, I'm good, Nigel. Yeah, just getting the top 3 right. Ruining that's is one. Yeah, Nigel's not going to be too pressed with the stewards report for tonight if it's raining.
Hopefully people use their racing brains and be sensible with their moves and overtaking.
So what brings you into the Twitch chat, Nigel? So it's going to be very interesting. What you bring back to reality? Yeah, you might as well make a bit of a scene.
I've got a fucking race on Wednesday and all. So right, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're away in the rain for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Good start by Cross. It's going to come across Wizard. We do have Max at Walker. Brilliant start there. Cross is going to defend in the inside. Max at Walker going right around the outside. Oh, Wizard's come across. Wizard has attacked Max. Max is on the inside. And this is what Cross wants. Cross needs to get people in mix, which he has done. And Wizards goes very, very wide. That's going to allow room. Oh, Wizard lost it. Oh, careful. Wizard nearly loses it. Also, we've got a couple of cars off in the background. Stills up into P6, so a reasonably good start for him. Brennan's call was off ground. He was off, and so was Reese's Pieces at one point. We have grounded off at P9. He's had a brilliant start up at P9. He did qualify last. Oh, and he pushes Reese's Pieces off. Reese's Pieces off is going for the break and all. It's all happening at the minute. Trying to keep up with everything, but brilliant start by our person who is second in the championship, so just needs to pull away slightly now. Wizard's struggling in these conditions so far. He's nearly a whole second behind Max. Master now only 6 tenths behind. So it's whoever's got the best setup in the rain is going to win this Grand Prix. Horsley Snow has had a brilliant start out up in P5 for him. It's like he's over the back of Wizard.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's Noah. No, Snow's up against Rue.
Yeah, he's having a brilliant start. Don't think Monkey Boy can be too pleased with Reese's taking out the marker boards. Good.
It's Noah's going to go for the move inside. He's got the cojones. He's gone for it. Rue left him a little bit of extra room. Oh, we've got the yellow flag. That is Monkey Boy. Coming to the side of the pits.
No ball grab.
And Noah goes side by side. Lau's still behind, go around the outside, and he's had to back off slightly. But these guys, they not want to fight too much because Wizard is getting away, but Wizard is much slower at this stage compared to Max and Cross up front. So I'm wondering if he's got a little bit more of a lower downforce there compared to the 2 jets in front. We will see, but it's Noah now. It's catching Wizard up, hand over fist here. And yeah, quick tight. Still is very, very good normally in the rainy conditions, and he's all over the back of Rue. As for now, we'll go slightly wide. It would have been in validation for him. Still P7, still taking the tighter line. He's going to slide his rear end. Suicide Boy overtakes Reese's Pieces. Problem with Reese's Pieces there. A lot of wheel spin there, so that allows Monkey Boy and Suicide Boy to get up to P11 and 10 respectively. P9 now for Suicide Boy. Groundsy, what's the matter with him? Ghost.
Don't know.
No, he's not here.
No, he's in. He had a bit of a went wide on exit and Gary just went down the inside.
I didn't see it. And it's Noah's gone for the move on a Wizard. So Wizard's now down into P4. Bad to worst for the championship leader. Now it's up to Still to try and lower the gap. Now his old mate Crosby out in the championship. Snow is now 2.5 seconds to Max. Max is 9 tenths behind Cross, and Cross is doing what he needs to do. Max has only got 48% battery, whereas Cross is able to save his because he's not the chasing car, and still is pushing a lot. Hell, he's only at 1.2 behind the Wizard, so they are. I wonder what's the matter with Wizard. I wonder if maybe he's got a little bit of left wing damage. You know, when he come into the first corner and he come a cropper with Max and they nearly spun each other. I wonder if he's got a little bit of wing damage on the left, which is not visible. You know, we have like yellow. If not, it's either that or he's absolutely shafted his setup, because he is now around 4 seconds from Cross in 3 laps, so that's over a second a lap slower, and this lap alone still has caught him up a second, so he's going to now come under pressure.
Yeah, Wizard had...
Still, it's either that or he just absolutely hates the rain.
Wizard had double contact. He had contact with Matt, and also he had contact with Brewmaster as well, so he might have slight bit damage on the wing.
Comes still. Might another lap, no pressure, he's much faster driver. They've got Rue now 2.6 seconds behind, and Silver Boy is on the move. He's up into P8, and Monkey Boy is on the back of Groundsy here in P11. Reese's Pieces is going on the inside of Gummers. Gummers taps at the back of him. Last thing you want in rainy conditions.
Still's up past Wizard.
Yep, so Still has come up the top of the hill and past Wizard. So it's Brewmaster now is actually taking chunks of time out on a Wizard. I wonder if, yeah, it's either wing damage or Wizard's just gone too low of a downforce, and he's absolutely suffering. So he's losing shitloads of time in, excuse my language, in the middle sector out. That's where he's suffering. He's lost 6 tenths to Still in just 3 corners. So, and if he's done that, he's going to be definitely burning out his tyres a lot more than other people. But yeah, look, 2 seconds he's lost to Still. Half
he's struggling.
Very, very, very. So what Cross needs to do is he's got 100% battery, Cross, so he is saving his battery. Max has only got half, so he's got plenty of battery in play to defend himself, and also DRS isn't activated, so and it's Noah again. Noah's on the move, but Still again is on the move. He is actually catching It's Noah, and It's Noah is actually catching Max. So front two need to start getting a bit worried in a couple of laps time. These guys are going to catch him, but Wizards nearly 2 seconds behind. With Rue 2.4, Biddle's now dropped to 1.5. He's now got Silside Boy all over the back of him. Coming round turn 3, the back end of Biddle's car, slidey.
Yeah, I found out why Logan's grab tired. He just noticed his PlayStation had overheated. So hence why he was lagging in the qualifying.
So fast. I'll go up the top of the hill. Monkey Boy is now only half a second behind at P10. Really good start for him. I'll go and switch off a 3-second penalty in the chicane. Silside Boy is now stuck behind Biddle. Let's see if he will pounce and use a bit more battery. But up at the top out, Still is catching Noah, and Noah is taking 7 tenths out of this lead. But again, Wizards got 3.2 seconds behind the top 4. So at the minute, I don't want to jinx anyone, but it's going to help Cross a big time in the championship.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting for him. It's no get the fastest lap, and then Still says, no, I want it back.
And if that's the case with track drying up halfway through, it's going to start getting less and less range, so it will start to get much faster laps. Just on board with Silside Boy, let's just see if he does go for the move on Biddle. Too much wheel speed coming out of turn 1, it just allows Biddle to get a little bit further ahead. So another lap for Silside Boy behind him.
But Wizard's 4 seconds behind, 4.3 seconds behind now.
I know, so he's actually going backwards. It's a shame that Brewmaster just hasn't got that little bit extra in the tank. He has closed down 2 temps. but at the moment one of the fastest drivers on track is Hillside Boy, so he does need to try and get past Biddle. He has got a good chance of catching this group ahead. It's just about a second behind Max at the present moment. Still is nearly a second behind, and he went a little bit wide there. Lost 2 tenths in one corner, but it's Noah, and still nearly within. Whoa! Still loses his rear end there. Caught that. Lovely save there by Still. Proper brown pant moment for him. Lost a couple attempts, but at least he kept it on track. A little bit too eager on the exit of the curb on the throttle, but he's still going round to the main thing. It's Noah now nearly within DRS. Got Street using his deployment to defend. Was Max? Oh, Max has gone for no. Get out. Max thought he was going to take Cross there, but Cross shit his pants. But Max has no battery at all, so Cross has just got to keep his head down. Just watch them steady dive bombs. But fair to Max, he had it braked very late, but had it still on the track. So just keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. It's now 1.1, still 1 second, but Wizard 5.2 seconds behind. He's having a right old tough race. So yeah, I wonder if setup or wing damage for him. Master still around a 2 second gap to a Wizard.
Biddle struggling,
but very defending, very good against Hillside Boy, who have now got Brennan Scott, Roundly, Monkey Boy all behind him, and will soon have Michele. So it's either Biddle is struggling or he's saving his tyres, one of the two, but Hillside Boy does need to try and pass him. He has got 90% battery, 87% Hillside Boy, whereas Biddle does have only 60%, nearly 50% now, so Hillside Boy can take this to his advantage. Coming around the main straight now, Max loses the rear end there, and it's Noah now within DRS. Of course, it's not activated. Raining, but within 8 temps. Still just dropped off slightly. I wonder if his rears are starting to go. About 1.3 behind, braking zone. And we have a move. Monkey Boy has gone on the inside of Groundsy. Go on, boy. Groundsy does go slightly wide. Monkey Boy can come across. Brilliant move there by Monkey up into P10. Doing very, very good. Now he's behind Brendan's Cool. And let's see if he's driving to make the move. He is. Go for the move on Brendan's Cool. Oh, Monkey, got to be careful there, boys. Nearly went on the move to Bread, but Bread went very ultra defensive. So still stuck behind the middle, and they are losing hands over fist here, time after time to Rue. But Rue is catching Wizard up. Ow. We have a yellow flag. We have a spinner. We have a Mercedes somewhere. I think it was Kelly. Had a slight little spin, not too much. He's only 1.6 seconds behind Groundsy, so it weren't that much. Max now putting Cross under pressure, but Cross has 90% battery, whereas Max has only got 35%. Still again not there as of yet, just holding back slightly. So let's go to the front, put this go on board.
Brewmaster's now 1.87 seconds behind Wizard. Hillside Boy has finally got past, but it's Bidley's down the inside in the last corner.
They come across together. I wonder if Biddle's going to use a lot of battery here, which he is. He's going to repass Hillside Boy, needs to go up defensive, and he didn't. He didn't have the balls to go defensive against the owner. Too soft for the old boy. Goes around the outside. Going to have to use the battery, and he has made it stick. He's just got to watch out for the dive on the inside. Don't go too wide, which he has. So it's P7 for Hillside Boy. Now he's going to have to use a lot of battery and tire to try and close that gap down to Brewmaster, who is finally catching Wizard.
Yeah, Wizard's struggling quite a bit now with these tyres.
Yeah, so he's still, looks like Still's rears are starting to go. I know Still is on no traction, so his tyres probably would tend to wear a little bit more than the people in front, which are on full traction, as you can see, full throttling out mid-corner. So that's probably where Still is suffering more, it's probably with his rears. But if it is raining like this the whole race, which I don't think it is, it's meant to be drying up, the undercut is very, very powerful here. It's probably around 4 seconds. Cross is still holding the gap to around 6 tenths, but Max is nearly used all his battery up once again. But it's nowhere now, man on the move, faster than that, 130.9. The track is getting a bit drier, but there you go, Al. The rain has stopped.
Yep.
The rain has stopped. So this is where people like Max and Cross need to think about when they're allowed to pit and what the best time to pit, because this can make or break their race. You've got to watch out for the undercut. Gummers has retired in the pit. Peters has pitted, so this would be an indication on if it's dry enough or not. He goes on the hard tyres.
New front wing.
Yeah, normally you would wait for the DRS light to come on. That would be your intention that it is faster to be on the slick tyres than it is on the wets. So we will see. Still's coming back into play a little bit now. 1.9 with Noah being in the dirty air. Can't break that 1 second gap. Wizard stuck at 6.2. Rue is 2.6, but Silside Boy has caught up 1.6 on Rue in the last couple of laps. Naturally, the cars will get faster. Max is all over the back of Cross. Are we going to see any leaders come in to the pits? Let's have a look.
No.
No, we don't. Do we see Still take the jump? Yes, we do. So Still is in the pits for probably the hard tyres. Careful.
Wizard stays out. Brewmaster's in.
So let's see how Reese Peace is getting on. Let's just watch. It's very, very, very wet still. He's tiptoeing around the track. Good indication if he sets a purple first set of middle section, which I don't think he's gonna do. No. Very, very slow, so there's the indication that it's still not dry enough, and let's just see how Still gets on. Very tiptoey around the first corner. No, he's still a little bit too damp, so like that, still nearly loses it on the rear, but stick on board with Stillwell. He's obviously the faster driver out of the two. Just see if he sets a purple middle sector. That's what you want to look out for.
Yep.
Wizard now 8.3 seconds behind. Oh, and he nearly loses it. And we've got a spin up. Who is it? Who is it?
Rue. He's lost part of his wing.
Yeah, so he's lost his wing. So there's your indication that the intermediates are the best tyres to be on at the present moment. It's still far too wet to come in. Anyone can hear me. Giving you a lot of information here, which I shouldn't really be doing, but hey ho. A lot of people at the back are spinning, losing time and breaking the front wings, are coming in a little bit too early. Let's take a look at Still. Let's see what his sector 3 is like. Monkey Boy and Ground here taking the drop. They're coming in. So let's see if he posts a fastest last sector. If he does, good indication. Yes, he does. So last sector Still has posted the fastest last sector, so it might be indication now that it is drying up. So you might see people like Silverside Boy come in. It's Noah and Max and Cross. It's probably the change over time now.
Yep.
Monkey Boy's moved himself up into P9, pitting earlier. Let's have a look at Still. Coming up to the top of the thing. Still is about 6 tenths slower in the first sector, so it still can be quite wet during sector 1 and 2. So keep that in mind if you are pitting. So Still is slower in sector 1, so it's a bit of a weird one. So let's have a look. Any of the top two. Cross pits. Cross has made the jump. He is pitted. Max now is pitting. Is Wizard pitting? Wizard is staying out. Is Silverside Boy pitting? What's the fit for medium tyres? Oh,
Still
he had
got
a-
purple
yeah.
second sector.
Boss has had a shitter and all. He's had a bad inroad. Oh no, he ain't. Oh no, sorry.
Still had
Why did I do
purple
that
second
then?
sector.
Still, yeah. So it might be the jump. Silside boy has decided to stay out.
And there goes
see,
still fastest lap.
Yeah. So the people on the wets, people like Silside boy, Wizard, and Max are going to lose out big time here. Cross has decided to go medium, so he'll probably go medium, I would expect. Pretty cool. And it's Noah's gone hard tyres, so Cross is probably going to go a 2-stop. Yeah, naturally a 2-stop.
Yep.
Pieces fastest lap, so he's on the rail. And there you go, Cross is already nearly caught up the back of Silverside Boy. Hopefully Silverside Boy doesn't get in Cross's way too much. And Wizard and Max, you should see Max pit now, which he has. He's lost that opportunity. And Silverside Boy is there. Expect Silverside Boy now to come in.
He has.
And let's see, Wizard's also in, and Silverside Boy is in. So that little bit extra lap was cost these drivers in front. British Call is in. It's Noah is P6. Going to be moving up to P2 in a moment. Let's see where Wizard ends up. Let's see if Wizard has dropped any extra places. He was running in P4, 5. We've got a yellow flag. Oh, we've had cross spin. Have we had cross spin?
No, that's Remaster.
So, Wizard is now P5, miles behind still. Silverside Boy P6, so it's kept the same positions, just a big old gap between them now. Wizard is P5, 7 seconds behind still. Biddle's now moved up into P7. He has jumped, Bread is cool. Monkey Boy all over the back of Bread in P8, still picks up a 3 seconds. It's Noah picks up a 3 seconds also. And Max, who just pitted in front of It's Noah. No, It's Noah pitted.
1 lap before.
Yeah, 1 lap before, so Max, mate, got the jump, which is good for him. Cross has got to make these tyres work. I would expect. I wouldn't expect the hard tyres to go 20 laps, but that's me saying it. They possibly can, but they were absolutely shite at the end.
Yep.
So he possibly could do a 1-stopper or 2-stopper here, but I would expect Cross is done. He's either going medium, or he's obviously going to have to go medium hard. So he's going to get have the faster, and we got a sector 3. We have Remaster DNF. So I would probably say that's his championship over for the season. Be too far back the way the two guys in front goes, but you never know. Let's have a look at the championship leader down in P5. Silverside Boy, 5.3 seconds behind, so he is catching him, but no wing change for Wizard Owl. So maybe he's just chosen the wrong setup. I do not know.
No, I think he might have just got the wrong setup for wet.
Oh, we've got to be careful. Brewmaster's come out of the pits. Somewhere on the left hand side. He's now, so yeah, up front, Cross 4.5. It's Noah now still behind Max Skywalker, and again Al, this is what Cross needs these two to fight and these two to wear their tyres out even more, which is what's going to happen, naturally fighting each other. I don't think the DRS has actually officially opened yet.
No, it hasn't.
I'm just waiting for it to see It's Noah to see if it actually has, but he's now dropped out the back. So let's go down to Groundsley, have a look at his. Cross slightly lost out to Max. Yeah, Max has posted a fast lap on a hard tyre. Middle picks up 3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think it's been active.
So we're going to have a look now. Wizard posted a faster lap. He's 5 seconds behind still, so he's catching up 2 seconds a lap at the moment.
It has.
It has now, yeah. So here goes Groundsy on a Monkey Boy, only 3 tenths behind. slipstream in the air to overtake, go down the inside, or has to go for a little twitch. Monkey Boy still around the outside. Both drivers respectful, gives plenty of room. Oh, grounding in and loses it by opening up the DRS a little bit too early. Monkey Boy keeps the P9 for now. Our boy 5.7 behind Wizard. Snow picks up another 3 seconds. Not good for him. But Max Skywalker is now on his way. He has pulled a half a second gap to Crossbury. Snow seems to have had a problem now. He missed it because he's now 2.1 behind, or Max has decided to open it up a little bit and go a little bit faster. So he's 6 tenths quicker, so I'd expect him to post the fastest lap this time round. Cross is doing all he can at the present moment. 22.1, let's see what Max does. 21.4, so that is a 7 tenths different. Still was in his own little bubble down in P4. He's losing time to it Noah, but he's got a fast charging Wizard behind him, which is posted at a 22.6. Still slightly slower than the leader. Also, our boy slightly faster that lap on Wizard, but yeah, since the dries come out, as you can see, all the performance has gone back to normal. It's not so even. It's not so even now. Obviously, you've got Wizard now coming back through 3.7. So we know that he's obviously picked a dry setup. So we will see if that has destroyed him compared to others later on. Still goes very wide there. And he's lost a lot of time, nearly 2 seconds to Wizard, just said. It's now a 3 seconds behind, but Max is still hounding across. Max with 50% worth of battery. And the man on the mission is Wizard down in P5. Let's have a look. Max goal at 21 flat for him. And I would expect Cross's tyres to start wearing compared to the hards, but if he has a good undercut here, he can still get that gap opened up, as it is very hard to pass here. Car wear's not always the thing around here. No. And at the moment, all he has to worry about is where Wizard is. Yes, winning gets you 25 points, but also pushing too hard, as we saw in the sprint, can lose you a lot of points. So even if it means him dropping a couple, but still
Wizard's all over the back of Steel.
Yep.
Trying to get in the back of his car.
Yep, Steel's doing other people a lot of favours here. And Wizard is going down the inside of Steel. He's not. He's losing a lot of time to It's Noah, and Silverside Boy is now currently catching him by a second this lap. Wizard's only got 25% battery, so still has got a lot that he can to do defend.
Yep. Which he's doing
and
quite
Cross
well.
is in the pits. Cross is in the pits.
Hards.
So he is. He's going to go to the hards to the end.
Yeah.
Let's see if Steel can keep.
Where does this put Cross?
A bit of wheel banging there by Steel. Steel's using a lot of battery to defend, and he still keeps him. Oh no, sorry.
Cross comes. Cross comes between Steel.
Out. Crossbury just come out in a little bit of a gap. It's going to have much fresher tyres and everyone around him. So let's see what the other people do. Come back behind his championship rival. So let's see. Hopefully Still doesn't put too much weight. Show up. But he is at least 7 tenths behind with him. DRS going to the sort of on the engine chicane at low. And Cross is on the move.
I don't think top 4 tyres are going to last for the last part of the race. I reckon they'll have to pit or possibly set softs.
Yeah, so we got yellow flag. We have someone in the wall.
Bidley.
Biddle. At least it's not a safety car. It's pulled out of the way of everyone. Yeah, and Crossfield is going to go for the move on still into P4. The move by there, and he's on the back of his championship rival now with DRS wide open. He's going to hope to not get stuck behind him too much. Is a bit of coming into the pit. Yes, he is. He's trying to. Three tyres. Then another one of these going to DNF here. No, continuing. Max up at front. 3.2 seconds is now with 6 seconds worth of penalty. So again, Cross has got to worry about him. 1.2 behind. Cross he's got the. Oh, Wizard nearly loses it in chicane. Right, he absolutely slid it round there. So his tyres are definitely going off. What Cross needs to do is try and look after his tyres. And we've got a yellow sector 2. Who is that? And Brownsy round. Brownsy has lost part of his front wing, I think. Yes, he has. He lost his front left wing end plate, so he took a spin and the chicane part. But here comes Cross out on Wizard.
Yeah, he's got a lot more battery on Wizard. A lot more. Wizard's only got 3%. Cross is going down in the inside. Wizard's got no leg to stand on. But that just gives Cross good the DRS. Now he's on the charge.
Yeah, so what he wants to do is try and close that down, that 9-second gap, try and get as much buffer he can between these two guys up in front, as we do believe that they may have to pit again. A long time for them to go on them set the tyres, so what he wants to do is try and get a pit stop in front, which would be nice for him, so he's got that extra little buffer. His tyres at the end aren't going to be pretty, so we'll see. No need for him to use battery, try and charge up, ready for an attack later on in the race. Hillside FPRL, he picks up his first 3-second warning of the race. He is now catching still for P5, 2.8 seconds. Still now starting to suffer with a little bit of tyre wear on his car. 4 seconds behind Wizard. Monkey Boy down in P8, he's going to be happy with his performance so far.
Yeah, it has got 3 seconds.
Yeah, he's got 3 seconds. McKaylee's got 3 seconds. Cross fastest lap of the race. But yeah, Monkey Boy down to P8. Yes, 10 seconds behind British Cool, but still in the points, still getting points, so it's still a positive. McKaylee down in P9 is hounding him, and McKaylee goes very, very wide there. And Lexus in P10. And let's talk about Lexus. How much better from him this race. Obviously, he's had. He's obviously had some difficulties this season, obviously transitioning from Xbox onto PC, but much more comfortable over the last couple of weeks. So he got, I think he got points in Spa, and obviously now he's comfortably running in P10. So yeah, nice to see him up into the points. Obviously not where he wants to be. He wants to be in the front, but going to take some time, but it's nice to see him there.
Yeah, Lexus, like you said, he went from Xbox to PC, starting to get a grip of the different from Xbox to PC. Hopefully he can keep up with Michaela and get past.
Oh, yellow flag, sector 2. We've had Biddle again. Wall. Spun round. How have he done that then? Oh, top of the hill. So yeah, he's had a proper poo-poo. He's just changed tyres and all. And he's using the front with end plate. So I would expect him to come in and probably change his front wing again. Glad it didn't bring out a safety car, otherwise that would have not helped Cross in any way, shape or form.
Which did drop back from Cross Grid.
Yeah, so let's just take a look at the tyre situation. So Cross is on 4 lap old tyres, Max is on 9, so more than double than what Cross is on. It's now is on 10. Wizards on 9, Stills on 12 old lap old tyres. And we've got Silside Boy also in on that line lap old tyres. So they may make it, but they're going to be proper crap at the end. So is middle DNF. Yes, he is. He's had enough. So 12 runners still left. Bredish Call is in no man's land. So he's 4.3 seconds behind Silside Boy. And he is 13 seconds in front of Monkey Boy, but a solid P7 from him. Kept himself out of trouble, so he's doing very well for himself. Still is now in the pit, so he's coming in for a tyre change. So I would expect these to go on mediums. Oh, he just got it stopped and all. So that promotes Silside Boy up into P5. But if Silside Boy wants to jump Wizard here, he naturally can. So if he pitted and still's coming, still have wing damage out.
I don't know where he got that from.
So he's got wing damage. Some of that might be why he's losing time. But yeah, talk about Silside Boy's chances. If he wants to try and jump Wizard, he needs to pit this lap. He's got 11 laps left. Probably can go on another set of hards if he's got them all and mediums, so it just won't be the best at the end, but it's about a 4.5 second undercut, so within 2 laps he probably would have gained that 9 seconds up, and he is losing time to Wizard. So if he's got 15 second gap to Monkey Boy, and British Call is going to have to pit again anyway. He's on the same set amount of tyres, so he's got nothing to lose really. But Crossgree is on the charge. He is catching Noah. He's only 2.3 seconds behind now.
Yeah, Crossgree, I think, pitted when he did pit for mediums and then set of hards, I think has helped him try and gain some more points off Wizard, who is struggling down in P4.
Still round.
Again.
Yeah, so he's lost it at that corner, which we obviously saw him do in the sprint. He lost it. Second one if it's still there also. So I wonder if you're going to see him coming and have enough, which he is. He's coming to pits now. And I think he's going to retire. I don't think he's got any damage or anything.
Yes, now because he just fucking lost and decided to try and pit lane.
Yeah, so that is P9. Not too sure why he'd done that really, because if he pitted he would have come out on fresh tyres and everyone else would have pit, so he probably would have still got points. But Lexus and Grounded, the 2 Red Bulls, are fighting, and they do have Reese's Pieces all over the back. Let's have a look at Reese's Pieces, all got DRS. Oh, a bit of shoving there. The Red Bull of Grounded goes deep. Reese's Pieces tries to go in the inside and around the outside. Nice driving here by the guys. Oh, Grounded does push him off, didn't leave him any room at all. But they go out. Cross has caught and passed. It's Noah, so he's now going to be after Max. Wizard is pitted. So, do you think it's Noah and Max have now left it a little bit too late to go for the victory here? Do you just think personally that it's Noah obviously been passed, but Max has got 7 second gap.
Gary's in.
Gary's now in. Yeah, he's changing on to the medium tyres.
Monkey's in.
Yeah, so he's got that gap. He's going to come out in P6. He had to match what Wizard done anyway, but he's going to lose out even more time. So he is about, he was 10 seconds behind Wizard at the start of last lap. So he's lost about 2 seconds in total after warm-up. British Call is P4 now. Yeah, so you've got 9 laps left. It's going to be tight. So if they have got a pit again, Cross has got to... Max is only on 12 lap hold hard. Cross is literally near enough, have to take around 8/10 out of him a lap. So we'll see. It's going to be very, very tight if Max has been very good on his tyres. So let's see. Wizards now obviously catching, and British Call hand over 5th in P5. McKelly done decent enough at job so far. He's in P7. Lexus up into a brilliant P8. Monkey Boy, who did pit, struggling for a little bit of warm up there, and in the background we have Groundsy off. But again, he struggled in that weekend. That's where he had his spin near enough in sprint race. That promotes Reece Speeds up into P10. The Monkey Boy just struggling a little bit of warm up here. he's going to end up eventually getting to the back of Alexis, which will then promote him again up into P8. But yeah, 6.2 for Cross, nearly under 6 seconds out.
Yeah, it's just got to just work on it. Just don't use his battery as often and try, because Max has got 36 and Cross has got 40, but he's using his battery when necessary to try and catch up. So he's looking like he wants to gain that time back from him. Max still stayed out. Gonna be, has he got another 7 laps? Oof. Gonna be tight on the set of hards. The only person that probably would show us how to do it is Brewmaster, but he went out early on in the race. But Wizard is now on the back of Brett's Cool. He's going to get him before turn 1 on a fresher set of mediums. Brett's Cool's on 14 lap old hards. So Charles played for Wizard. Now can he gain 16 seconds to its Noah in 7 laps? Going to be tight from him. But he does go purple first sector, so looking like he can. Reese's Pieces got past Lexus to P9. Boss is 5.6 seconds behind Max. So yeah, it's looking interesting. Noah 7 seconds behind Cross. Wizard 4 seconds behind it's Noah. So he's taking second, maybe 2 seconds a lap out of it's Noah. So could be interesting.
Yeah, so it's getting very, very tight. Cross is hounding them lap times in. Max is doing a very, very good job at the present moment. He's got 5 seconds to catch up in 6 laps. So like I said, it's going to be near enough the last lap, I would believe. 2 laps before the end, maybe at this rate. Like you're saying, Wizard 11 seconds, P4. So what do you get from winning? 25. Wizard is what? 15. How many did you get for 4? 11.
Yeah, but if Wizard can get in that 6 seconds,
yeah,
Nova's got 6 seconds, so
got 15. So we'll take 10. We'll take 10 points away from Wizard. So it would naturally be only 1 point behind, I believe.
Yep. But Crosby is now 4.6 seconds behind Max and gaining fast.
Who is?
Crosby.
Yep, so 4.4 seconds behind. He's got to get a move on. He's got to give himself at least 2 laps to make a pass. Max is saving his battery up, so he's not having to use it. Cross has actually got a little bit less than him. Lex is up into P9, so he's still there on the medium tyres. Monkey Boy's P8, so he's chased down, but we've got sector 3 spin, and it's Reese's Pieces again, losing the rear end.
And no wing.
No front wing either, so he's actually gone into the wall, to the pit exit at some point. And he's on yellow fuel and all, so he hasn't got much fuel left. Hopefully we'll see him come in the pits and not cause a safety car, because it was ruining everything. But Cross 4 seconds coming across the line now. We can now see his the pivotal race winner right at the end of the straight. So he's got basically 2.5 laps to try and catch 3.8 seconds up. And we've had Reese's Pieces in the wall. That's before the safety car.
No, PSC. Too late for safety car.
So and he's retired on track and all. So screenshot that out. You should know better. I called out on stream and retiring on track and all. His car's parked to the side.
Yep.
So that may have damaged Cross's hopes of winning this Grand Prix, and Wizard getting its Noah. Also, we're going to be at least a lap behind this virtual safety car, and depending on where the virtual safety car starts or ends, it could possibly hinder either one of these two drivers. So
yep.
Groundsy's in the pits. He's making the use of fresh soft tyres. Oh no, it's going on hard tyres for 4 laps.
But it could also ruin him because I did it Monday night, went in the pits in VSC, and it ended as I come out of the pits.
Yeah,
and we go green.
There goes Cross. Cross actually got a very, very, very good restart. It's only 3.2 seconds behind, so he has 2 laps to get 3 seconds. So reasonably good start there by him. Not so good for Mr. Max Skywalker. It's nearly under 3 seconds now, which it is. Come on, boy! It's going to be a very tight end to the race.
Yeah, from a new driver joining this week has showed lots of Cross Green Wizard how it's done.
Yep, shame it's come a little bit too late. Would have been nice to have a little bit more people in the fight for the championship, but yep, let's see, Max has pulled out slightly better in the middle sector. Obviously has a lot more battery also to defend himself with. 2.8 seconds is the gap. Ross, yep, so his tyres, to be fair, Max's tyres may hit the cliff, Al.
Yep.
18 laps, it's going to be over 20 laps before the end of the last lap, so, and like now Cross is taking half a second out of them, just about 3 corners, so yeah, Max has got a lot of battery in use. That's what Cross has got to figure out now. Max can use quite a lot down that back straight.
Yeah, because he knows Cross Green's on the charges on pressure, hards. Wizards now finally got past.
Right, so how did that happen? He must have had a problem, Noah, because Noah was 6.5 seconds in front.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's had a problem somewhere. I don't see it.
So Wizard moved himself up into P3. Damage limitation for him for picking a dry setup at the start of a rainy Grand Prix. But at the present moment, Max Skywalker is doing the job on Cross. May have just got this in the bag, really. I think out 2.6 seconds left here, taking a bit more out of Cross's lap. Let's see after this lap. Again, it's going to be tight on the last lap. He's doing the job so far, but in Cross's mind, he has beaten Wizard. Yes, he's lost points to him generally, but he's taken back 3 points to the 7 points he actually lost.
Yeah.
So still going to be under 10 points behind going into the final couple of races. Cross has got to try and catch at least 1.8 seconds in this lap alone to try and have it any bit down the straight. Grounds picks up a 3-second penalty, but it doesn't matter because he's still going to get points anyway. We've had a spinner at the back, and we've had Groundsy round again at the top of the hill. Oh, it's going to get in the way of Max. That may have put him off a little bit, which I don't think it did.
Cross. Cross had a bit of a moment with.
No, I don't think it did. the game told him that he had to let him past. That's fucking stupid.
Don't know.
It must have been a yellow flag, and he did an illegal overtake. I guarantee that any money that's what's happened.
We'll find out after the race.
Yep, so just coming into the final lap now. Silverside Boy this is the closest challenge we've got here on track, but it is got to play 3-second penalty above his head. So yes, that's got to have a major last lap to even think about getting P5 here. But again, out, British cool. One of the contenders for driver of the day.
Yep.
P5, up 2 places, but has had a solid race. I think he's only pitted once or so. There you go, Silverside Boy. Going for the move, run out of battery.
I've just been on Twitter that Reese's Pieces just put Norris tyres on 88%. I don't think Max's tyres can be any good being on 21 lap hards.
It don't matter, he's coming around the last final corners now, unless his tyres go bang now. Of course, has no way of knowing. So coming around our final couple of corners now. We haven't had this for a while. David G going to come across the line to win his first FPRL race. First race for FPRL, first race win. More than Gary has done in nearly 10 seasons. So there you go. Max comes across the line P1. Crossley finishes P2. Wizard comes across the line in P3.
Noah's in the wall.
Coming round. It's Noah in the wall. So these two are going to jump up a space. Oh, no, it's got a punch Alan. That's
weird.
right.
It's weird,
That's
John.
right. So, Silverside Boy finishes P5 in the end. P4 is Brett cool. P6. Come on, Noah. Come on, boy. Yeah, come on. And he comes on with P6, but Kaylee is P7 still, so Noah still finishes P6. Here comes around Monkey Boy. Brilliant race by him. Up 5 places. P8, potential for driver of the day. Well done, my friend. P9 is Alexis. He's going to be happy with that. Look at that. He's all over the place. He is enjoyed that one himself. P9 for Alexis. Well done, my friend. So if you invite Cross in, he's the only one that's able to race. Speak.
Yep. Unless you want me to invite my driver of the day from the sprint race.
I don't know that.
I bet Crosby's getting annoyed with being on the top 3 step. But Wizard gets another point. He's got the fastest lap at the end, so Crosby get 18 points on that. Wizard got 15. There is our P2 man joining.
Right, so there is your results. There you go, over the weekend, 31 points for Max. Wizard is 22. Cross is 18, so damage limitations for him, only dropping 4 points after not finishing the sprint race, but he got the job done in the feature race, or the class of the feature race. Not in F2, are we? So it's in the main Grand Prix. P4, it's Noah. So, Hardy Cross. And so, Cross, congratulations. Another P2, another podium, another pole. Obviously, a bit of damage limitations for the main race. Obviously, your stand is not such a good sprint race. Just talk us through it. Was it just to do with setup? It did look like you had pretty loose rear end. Make sure your audio is included also this week. Was it to do with your setup that you had such a loose rear end, or was it just like you were saying to me, you may be pushing a little bit too hard in the sprint race?
Like I was just pushing far too hard. Setup felt completely fine. Just lost it in the exit of turn four. Just caught too much curb. Just turned in too sharply in the rear end. Just didn't take it. So as soon as that happened, then it was really damage limitation. Try to get a point, and yeah, it just didn't happen. Near the start of the third sector, lost it on that fast right-hander into the wall. Lost the wing, and yeah, sprint race was one to definitely forget for me.
Yeah, and obviously going into qualifying, a lot of pressure obviously on your shoulders coming to the end of our championship now. Only being obviously you lost 7 points out to Wizard, which obviously made 11, but you put in a blinded last minute lap to pick yourself pole. Obviously rain. Did you pick a rain setup? Because going by Wizard's performance, your other contender, he definitely picked up he chose a dry setup for the rain and that's maybe what cost him any chance for a win today because he just lost so much time. So did you decide to go heavily on the rear and front just for the rain purpose?
Um, no, well, Hungary, we all know it's very high downforce track anyway, so I didn't really change much. The only thing I really done was lower the tire pressures for the inters. And once I seen the gap kind of pushing out the Wizard, I was pretty happy enough. I was ideally the rain would have stayed the whole race, and maybe a couple of guys got past Wizard, but that wasn't the case. Going basically into the drive, pretty lucky. Called it the right time, which allowed a nice undercut on the max. But
Yeah, and by the end of the day, you chose to do a two-stop, whereas everyone chose a one. But in our minds, watching it, that virtual safety car ruined your chances of catching Max in the end. Was that the case? Because obviously at that time you obviously lost a lap. Hello, mate.
oh,
What?
my mic's absolutely shot itself, it looks like.
Yeah, so the virtual safety car, from our point of view, probably ruined your chances of that win because you was catching him at the rate that you needed to, and obviously you lost a lap behind the virtual safety car. So do you reckon that obviously cost you ultimately the win today, or did you think that Max just obviously had a little bit extra on you at the last part of the stint?
Yeah, I think it's VSC kind of, well, you say ruined it. I was looking at the gaps. I kind of closed in about 6 tenths on the restart on him, so that made it a bit more interesting. But I think just what killed it was Groundsy. It was lap traffic around the outside at turn five. I sneaked down the inside and got the illegal overtake, so that kind of stopped the whole grandstand finish. But I think just Max looked after his tires far too well. They run a stint of what, 22, 23 laps on them hards. Keep them to
Yeah.
the end at that pace. You think at the end of the day, he deserved the win.
Yeah, I was going to say we obviously had Noah. It's Noah pitted a lap, I think, before um, he had one lap older than Max, and he blew his on the last couple of corners. So they weren't near enough on the banging side. But by the end of the day, damage limitation's done. You only lost 4 points. It does seem bad, but in the long run, because it's a sprint, you did very well to come back and get your pole position. So you only lost 4 points, so you're still only 8 points behind in the championship. Um, let's have a look. I don't even know what the next race is, but
Baku.
next race is Baku. So street track, one of your favourites.
Yes, 100%. Street tracks are my life. Um, I just seem to have the confidence in them to try to push it to the wall. So ideally, that's hopefully another pole position and win next week without trying to be too cocky about it. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites.
Oh, good. So high hopes for next week. So, all right, driver of the day, Al. So sprint race, driver of the day. So you had, I can't remember who I gave you.
You gave me choice of Groundsy, I think it was Silver Boy and Max. Uh, due to the very strange strategy call on instead of going on the mediums, going on the hards. Driver of the day for sprint is Groundsy.
Okay, there you go. Garanzi, driver of the day for the sprint, and for the main race, your choice is you can have Lexus first, new enough for her first points of the season, brilliant race, no penalties. You also have Monkey Boy, who improved the most out of everyone. P8, solid P8 for him in the Kick Sauber. And also, your other driver of the day will be Silverside Boy. So, again, he went up 5 positions, kept himself clean, and got points.
Yeah, it's going to be it's hard because Lexus, like you said, gone straight from Xbox to PC this season, so he's slowly getting used to the change of console. Monkey quite chuffed probably with his points from tonight. Silverside Boy was battling Bedley for so many laps. It was like he wanted to get past but couldn't.
Alright, I'll spit it out on a cup of coffee.
Monkey Boy, driver of the day.
There you go, Monkey Boy, driver of the day for our main race. So that is me and Skinny Al done for the evening.
Yep.
And we'll see you on a Friday for the Tier 1 race around Hungary. And you'll most definitely probably see us on comms next week for Baku. So
Yep.
I'm your host for tonight, Cloudo Ads and Skinny Al, and we
night.
will see you very soon. Cross.
Bye, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Boy.